background on how we came to the CEO Mastermind event and polling a lot of our business owners, CEOs, and presidents, having that sounding board or that advisory board that you can sound off different issues, successes, failures, and kind of have that fresh new experience of someone that can understand what you're going through at a certain business cycle as you're starting to grow, as you're starting to triple, if you've gone through a turnaround, having that kind of sounding board that you can have someone that can help you through those types of experiences that's a peer, that you can go off of best practices as well as personal experiences. In addition, one of the top things that usually comes up is I wish I had a better handle on the financial.
Let me tell you a little bit about it. This new device right here is about 3 times more pixels than this original device. This actually makes this device have more resolution than this desktop right here. Why is that important? Well, the reason why that's important is because this device now is going to change a lot of what we expect out of computers. It's going to change the standard of most websites, which are going to graduate towards a more HD delivery. Now, you may or may not be a big fan of iPad's devices. You may not think they have a huge use for business. But I'll tell you this, they will change the way that websites are delivered on the web. And most companies have a tough time adjusting to this sort of technological change, right? It's a massive change that's going on all the time. And basically the issue is, how do you keep up with it? How do you know what matters and what you need to worry about? So sure, you've got all these basic differences, operating system, speed, camera, and all the other stuff, but the resolution issue will actually change the way that your website will appear on these devices, and it'll change the way that standards are interpreted.
One of the ways that we can do that is through CEO peer groups. In a study that was done by MIT, they estimated that 40,000 top executives participate in some type of formal or informal peer group where they share information, ideas, and experiences with each other. Their research suggested that 80% of the issues that are discussed are relevant regardless of the industry, that they relate to all participants. And in the people they surveyed, 100% agreed that they obtained.
Your biggest resource is your internal accounting staff, or even your external accounting staff. So depending on the size of your business, you can have your bookkeeper do this stuff, you can have your internal person. It's really designing that playbook, because again, I talk in CEO speak. I got this idea, I want this, I want financing, but that doesn't work for the bookkeeper level. And unless you have a budget to spend $130,000 a year on a CFO to be your translator, taking the time and investment to really translate that message really makes a lot of sense. Again, the book's a great resource. And again, we do have a process that we do internally, or not internally, externally, I should say, to do this for clients. And basically, we call it our 2-day tune-up, where we get in, we basically deep dive the CEO, we deep dive the CFO, and we really figure out we map this playbook out for you to say, for this person, or your bookkeeper, your accounting manager, or controller, to perform like the CFO you want, here's the program, here's the playbook that they need to follow.